Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode 10 of issue 10 of the Volume 1 Fangoria series. So we have David Cronenberg's Scanners on the cover. And this one in the previous one of the previous ones had the lighter colored cover. So that's kind of a little bit of a change there. Mighty Joe Young, Hammer and Sangster. Then we have Charles Kaufman's Mother's Day, Outer Limits, Dick Smith in Altered States, A Farewell to Tex Avery. Let's open up. We have our advertising here, the index. Okay, so we got the postal zone as usual. Not much here. Let's see. Carpenter delayed. On the last page of the Carpenter article, it says that John Carpenter will be interviewed by Steve Swires in Starlog 39. Well, I couldn't wait to buy a copy and read the interview. But when I couldn't find it anywhere, what happened? So that continues on another page. We'll get back to that anyway. But yeah, just nothing really special in the postal zone this time. So David Cronenberg's Scanners. So this feature article here. So behind the scenes here. Mother's Day, an interview director Charles Kaufman about the first horror movie to honor Mother. That's interesting. Some would say Psycho does that, but anyway, nonetheless. So that's a feature article on him anyway. I Create the Body Cosmic. Makeup artist Dick Smith talked about Altered States. Good movie. It's an article on that. Cool effects. An Anatomy of Terror. What makes terror work? And what will frighten us in 1981? We asked John Carpenter. Sean Cunningham. Don Coscarelli. That's pretty cool. It's a whole article in there. I guess they're interviewing them or asking them to be involved. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Telling of Tomorrow. A talk with Theodore Sturgeon about some of the television's most memorable moments. Tex Avery, A Legacy of Laughter. This animator, I guess. Yep. I guess another just honoring his work, I guess. Yep. Great Animated Apes, Part 3, Mighty Joe Young. The final exciting chapter in the continuing saga. Yeah. So this wraps up previous articles about that. Some advertising here, soundtracks, pretty cool covers actually. Yeah. The Horror of Sangster, screenwriter behind the Hammer films. Revivers of Frankenstein Dracula recall his role in the studio's golden age. Pretty neat. They were good films. And this is the part 2 of the interview from the previous issue. The Outer Limits. Trading Post. Continued. That's the article from earlier, the continuation of it. Fairies, a conversation with 3 animators who will soon give us the history. Pretty neat. Postals are continued. So this guy was looking for an article on John Carpenter. And then the response here. The Starloggers were unable to squeeze Mr. Carpenter into number 39, which was their action-packed TV preview issue. The Carpenter piece does appear in 41, now available. Okay, yeah. So they were looking for something that obviously they couldn't find. They did it through here. What is this Count Fangor stuff? That's interesting. We talked about that in the previous 2 issues. I've watched your magazine devote full color page after full color page to the antics, the stunned mockery of vampirism, Count Fangor. Since Count's unholy contract will be up for renewal fairly soon, we'd very much like to know how the majority of our readers feel about the monster of mirth. We'll be looking to the mail. So that's interesting. So people were commenting on that. Interesting. Still more on The Shining. I was all set to write you a letter with the final definitive analysis. But now that I find myself here in the postal zone before millions of readers, I've gone all shy. That's pretty interesting. That's funny that they would post that. Just a continuation of these articles, another Camp Fangoria, and they were just talking about that. So that goes on and on. Movies coming up, Monster Club, New Year's Evil, Lucio, yeah, Seminoid, L Knight, Swamp Thing. Very cool. TV stuff. The Final Conflict. That's interesting. Sam Neill. Yeah. T-shirt contest here. Classified ads. Oops. Wrapping up. Things to come. So many great things on the horizon. First ever interview with the Emperor of Independence, George Romero. So that'll be cool. That was slated to be on sale February 24th, and that's the back cover. So that's it. That's it for issue number 10. Join us next time for issue 11, episode 11. Take care.